Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Goodness great.
Good
Let me
morning.
get the canyon in the background.
Good morning.
Macy!
Where's my hug?
Hi, Macy!
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're there too.
Here goes Debbie down the path. Go, baby. Do you want to follow me?
Let's try a different way.
I think this is okay.
You think this is okay?
As good as any.
Let's go down there where it's not so.
There's a lot of barrel cactus around here.
There is. I don't want to fall on those. Okay.
Did you feel the barrel cactus? This one over here, this little one?
They feel like plastic.
They do. I know they're supposed to be real, but it really does feel like plastic when you feel those. It's pretty amazing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Wow. You think they're being that dry feeling that they'd be brittle?
I know, but they're not. They're very flexible. I'm gonna have to look at when Chris gets his microphone. I'm gonna have to look at his setup because this will take an external microphone. These girls are making things this morning.
Man, they are being creative.
They
aren't
are being creative.
Man, I love that creativity.
And she's being creative in her
Everybody's watching her make
her little
clever
shop.
things.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of like, you know, I think I'm just gonna like go to San Francisco and like maybe hang out here for a while and then I'm gonna come back.
Do you have your phone with you?
Yeah. So this is her little deal right here. She built this herself. All the interior. And says at the Step Van Diary. The Step Van Diary. Okay. What'd you say, baby?
Is this side over here now?
Maybe. I've been out as much as you.
Oh, okay.
I don't know, babe. I'm not sure this is any less steep. We've had some rain here in the desert. And would you look, everything is leafing. I mean, just in a day, everything's leafing. And then this is interesting. This one has no leaves on it at all. Except if you look right up there at the top, it's starting to bloom. That is weird. Now Wes has been harvesting all the, on some of these dead trees, he's been harvesting the dead limbs off and some of the dead trees for firewood, for the campfire. But we're very careful, very selective as to what we take. Okay, so do you see a place you'd rather go down?
Not over here.
No?
Just keep
See,
walking.
it's going to be real brushy going down through
Yeah,
there
it would
too.
be.
Isn't
That's
it?
not where we want to look. Not the droid we're looking for.
Could you say it again?
That's not the droid we're looking for.
And this is, did you see that this one has no leaves, but it has a bloom at the top?
Oh wow, that's funny.
This one's covered with leaves over here,
It has a few blooms.
but it has a couple blooms on it.
Yeah. Yeah, some up there, over here. This hasn't finished blooming yet.
It's pretty cool, And now with the rain that we've had, you can see that these little purple flowers right here, they're just everywhere. And these have just grown up like in 2 days, 3 days. They've just come from nothing. So it's just neat how the desert just blossoms, doesn't it? There's like one of the saguaro cactuses out there. Look at that. Saguaro, yeah.
Out in the middle. Yeah.
Heard the guy yesterday at the museum said that they had a saguaro cactus
I
growing
forgot how
with
many arms.
40 arms.
40 arms, yeah.
40 arms growing in their, right there by their museum, I think.
Yeah.
You can
But
imagine.
it's been died and it's been harvested now.
Okay, here comes Debbie down the hill. Can barely see her up there. She's coming down a wash. There's a bunch of cactus. I came down an actual path, but it's kind of steep. So she said, no, I'm going this other way. She is the cutest thing. How you doing? Okay, here's Debbie. She's getting closer. I said, careful. Okay, it's just amazing all the plants that have come out in just a couple of days. They are just springing out from these rocks, and we did have a good rain for a few days, but my goodness, it's pretty amazing. Need me to come and help, baby? If you like rocks, this is like absolutely a fabulous place. Look at how that broke off right there. Just so flat, so beautiful. And then there's what's beautiful right there. Look at that mountain goat. Look at that. Look at that girl. She's like a gazelle. She just fleet-footed. So here we are down at the bottom of the wash, and you can look around, you can see that we came down quite a ways. It's a pretty steep little hill up there, but down here it's just pretty flat and a lot of trails. Some little washes, but quite a few trails, and it looks like a Jeep or something's come through here not too long ago. That would be Chase's, I bet.
Chase and Maria has it.
Uh-huh. So our bus, can't see it yet, but you can see the buses up there. And our bus actually is on down a little ways. We'll find it. So we're getting closer to the bottom of all of our homes up there on the top.
Tell you about them. This is Patricia down here in this one. This is a little house on the highway. This is Megan, who is just featured on Tiny Home Tours. Then that's Aubrey, who lives in a little dolphin. Then next to that, that's Aaron, who's a kind of an engineering genius. And then next to that, I can't tell for sure who that is. Then next to that is that's Chase and Maria Jose, and then us, and then Wes, and then I'm not sure.
That's the folks that are broke down.
Oh, that's the broke down folks.
Yeah.
And the one back here, I didn't know who it was. I believe that's Chevy and Hannah, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
Okay.
There goes Chase into his bus right there. How neat. Here's a little clearer shot of the lineup. Well, we're down here in a wash, and I love this. It's just sand and rocks. Now that up there's where all of our buses are, but we're down here, and
So the next thing is, how do we get back up there?
well, we just get on our hands and feet and crawl up.
I think that's what it's gonna be.
But this wash has tons of sand in it, and the trees are just, leaves are just coming out like you can't believe. Little new leaves on everything, so it's just pretty cool. So are you ready to go back?
Ready when you are.
Okay, well, I could stay down here a long time, so. And these banks, you can see that everything's just, it's conglomerates.
That
There's
little
just,
bitty footprint.
there, oh yeah. With 3 deals. I don't know.
There's me right there.
Maybe a lizard.
Huh.
I don't know that footprint.
Okay.
But you know, we're now in Arizona, so there's a lot of wildlife that I'm
things.
not familiar with.
Yep. It's so beautiful.
It really is. I love land with character.
It's,
I
I
love
will say it's easier to climb and walk and all that down here than it was in Colorado.
Oh yes.
A lot more oxygen to breathe.
And we're at probably, I don't know, 100 to 300 feet.
Yeah.
And that is so much easier to breathe than it is at 9,000 or 7,000. So yes, we're loving it. We are loving it. I could just follow this little creek bed for miles. It has so much character. It's so fun. Now, when some of our friends got here 3 days ago, when the rain had just stopped, they said that this whole creek was just overflowing and just water was just running through here so fast. Of course, it's all dry now. That's why we have green now all over the desert. Everywhere you look. So,
There is a little trail right there
in front of our bus.
coming down at an angle that way.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we'll try that. Okay, Maisie. We're going to try. We're going to do.
Not just try, we're gonna do. Look at this little plant in the shadow on the rock. Isn't that cool? My girl is starting to look for things like that. She's getting the eye of a photographer and an artist. And look at these purple flowers and these yellow flowers, babe. They weren't here 2 days ago.
No, they weren't.
How you doing, sir?
I'm tearing up your bus here. Tore your tailpipe off.
That's so wide.
You see the snot and then
Oh, let's get a close up here.
little hair up in there.
We put it on the ultra wide so it makes his nose look bigger than his face.
Come on, we needed someone to reach out of the screen when you get this edited and wipe my nose for me.
Click here.
I got a whole bunch of cutting wheels. Did you find them, or
You brought one over to their
okay? I've
bus
got
and
like
got some here.
10 in that inside that big one.
Okay, now I think we're good. What I'm having to do is cut it like this and fold it a little further because the bend wasn't quite sharp enough.
Yeah.
And it's gonna exit somewhere
We didn't know
in this
what.
vicinity.
Okay.
Somewhere around here. Cool.
Cool.
It will hang down lower than your bus a little bit, so you have to watch it going through dips and whatnot.
I don't think it's a problem.
You do have a little bit of stuff, like those hooks are a little low. They're about here, but this thing's gonna hang down about that low probably. So it's gonna be a bit lower than.
How low is it again?
It's gonna be about this low. No, not right here. Yeah, about it's gonna come out about right here.
Ah, that's it. And it was the same size when you opened that mouth.
Sure, maybe like 4 or 5 inch.
Well, the reason we did the redirect on the tailpipe is that we had little microscopic pieces of oil that come out of the diesel engine. It's very common. And these would swirl up and gradually build up residue on the back of our bus. And also we're towing a little car, so it would cover that little car with oil. And even my camera on the back, after driving 1,000 miles or so, we could hardly see the car because oil had accumulated on the little camera on the back. And then through the back window, we would get a little bit of a diesel smell into our bedroom also. So obviously that window isn't sealed quite as good as it needs to be, but Wes was kind enough to just cut that old tailpipe off, redirect it out the side instead of directly out the back. And boy, that just made a world of difference. So Wes, thank you so much. Transcend Existence is his YouTube. So Debbie just put her hand on a cactus, so she's standing there pulling a few cacti out of her hand.
Yeah, one of them will have to get out, please.
Okay. And Maisie's up in the lead up there. She's ahead of us.
It's not unusual.
The water actually creates these paths across these mountains like this. It's pretty amazing.